Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Mommy Guide Inc. For those who are new to the channel, I am Mommy Lala, and welcome to Stash Timber day number 4. Right? So, if this is something new to you, we just finished off SIDA Craft Every Day in August, in the month of August. And now we're doing Stash Timber, right? So normally, again, in the month of September, that is where most of our amazing manufacturer, artists, creatives come up with new products specifically for the coming holidays, right? So it's an exciting time for the crafting, paper crafting community. But as I went through my stash, as I said in August, I realized that there's just so many things that I have not actually used, right? Very little of what I have that I have actually been using. And so I said, let's September be my stash September instead. So I've created 30 prompts daily for the month of September where you can actually join us, right? So for day 4, it is all about okay, so for day 4, it's all about mini set madness. All right, so use one of those small stamp sets, okay, from a freebie or a kit. Right? So maybe you have bought this or you have bought something in the past and then you were like encouraged because, oh, there's a freebie. You know, who doesn't love freebies, right? So there probably was a small stamp freebie kit in that one. All right. Or maybe there was a set of mini stamps that you actually loved before, but have never actually gotten into using it, right? So if you are going to be joining us, yes, please do use the hashtag StashTember and hashtag StashTember 2025. I have been seeing several friends of ours who have jumped in onto this challenge, and I'm so happy to actually see others actually going through their stash and using up those almost forgotten stamps that they have had on the past, not because they didn't like it, just forgotten, right? So new to the new in joining us, I saw actually cats and crafts. Oh, my cat and crafts. Okay, so that's Anna. And of course, we have Whimsical Thoughts, who also joins us. And of course, Amy Yulin of Creativity Playground, right? So there is no pressure. Okay, this is meant to be fun. So if you just want to do one of the 30 prompts, then do so. If you just want to do once a week, okay, that's also possible. If you want to do the whole thing, absolutely. So whatever you feel you would want to do in terms of having to go through this challenge, it's absolutely fine. All right, so let's just go through the chat before we actually start. First in the chat tonight, Yvette. Hi, Yvette. Okay, so I hope that everything has worked out well. Continued prayers, my friend, for your ultimate and healing, right? So everything will be well by the end of, hopefully by the end of, the end of the year, we will all celebrate with good health, right? And of course, with amazing or having smashed a lot of the things that we have actually not used. Okay, so and of course we have Vicky in the chat. Hi, Vicky. Good morning to you guys. And of course, Tina too. Hello, hello. There you go. Okay. And everybody saying hi to everybody. Of course, we have Laurie. Thank you so much, Laurie. I actually saw Laurie. Let me see. Okay, this is me again. I'm not be forgetting. But I think I saw Laurie as well last night. Actually, early morning, about 1 a.m. I was, YouTube gave me a notification that Linda Toman is actually live. And I've never actually had gotten the chance to watch any of her content because I just simply hasn't been, notified, or, how it is. Like, you get so busy, you forget about, our other friends going live and stuff. And so it was, I got the notification and I went in and I saw some of our friends were there. Melissa was there, and then she was crafting with Denise, and I saw a lot of crafters at the same time cruisers, right? So they love cruising in the community, right? And of course, we have Susan saying good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are in the world. There you go. Oh, yes, got a clean bill of. Yes! I knew it. See, I told you, Yvette, we will be claiming that. All right. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. All right. Woo, awesome. That's such an awesome way to start off, our episode for today. Thank you so much for that awesome news, Yvette. Yes. And Yvette, thanks all of you for the prayers. And now may I ask for prayers as, you do know that last week I got sick, right? And I think I probably have passed on that virus. It's a good thing that you cannot catch it because, just by watching me. And my daughter, my moderator daughter, is down. She didn't go to school today because she really woke up not feeling very well. So please prayers for Samantha that she is able to recover as fast as I was able to as well. All right, that's great news, Vicky. Yes, and for those who are still a little bit under the weather, probably, I know Laurie isn't as better yet, and then Susan, and for those who actually are going through something, okay, continued prayers for whatever it is, friend. One thing that I know is this too shall pass, the Lord had said. All right. So again, Tina also would like to celebrate with you, my dear friend Yvette. Right. Yesterday I did say that, and Bitty Penny was here. Actually, while preparing, I saw that Bitty Penny was live a little while ago. She was showcasing Simon Hurley's like layering die set is pretty, right? And then she actually mentioned that 'cause I think I mentioned that she goes live almost every day because that was what I remember from before. Because every time I would go live or I would be home in the afternoon, that's super early for her. I would see her always live, and then she did mention that she doesn't do that anymore. So the best way to actually catch our dear friends, okay, not just Bitty Penny, is to make sure that you hit that, that notification bell. This one, okay? So for those, this is what it looks like, right? So that's basically what happened to me last night. So finally, I got to be in Linda's, live stream, right? So it just so happened that I was about to actually go to bed, and then I stayed for about an hour and a half before I actually had to leave and, go to sleep. Oh no, feel better soon, Sammy. Yeah, she's actually, over there on my right side. Okay, so she, because so I could, look after her. So now my room is actually the quarantine room. So everybody who's gonna get sick is gonna stay here. All right. So my son is actually, we separated him. So again, I think it's that time of the season or the year when, when there's the changing of the season, a lot of people get sick because of the change in the weather, right? And so please do just be careful. All right, fortify your immune system. Drink lots of water, get ample sleep, enough sleep, okay? And try to eat as healthy as you can. Note to self as well. All right, so for today is day number 4. And I did mention in the prompt that it's going to be small stamps. When I say small stamps, how small are these? All right, so, oops, where is that one? Where did I put it? Okay, I don't know where I put it. But anyways, I was looking for my T ruler. All right, so what I'm using are actually old red rubber stamps. These are actually from Hero Arts. Hero Arts has those like mini cube collections before, right? So these were those. So this one came like a set of three, and this one was together. You can create like your own vase with different flowers and different what do you call this, stems and leaves, right? So I really love the concept of being able to personalize. What's that say? Those times I was like Sammy was very small, my first, child. So I really didn't have much time for, what crafting. And this was, look at this, my friends, in honor of Joanne actually closing down, right? So this actually is a stamp set, okay, from Joanne. Okay, it's Christmas foam stamp. It's a value pack. Okay, so it has this one. So you see that there are already like white. I don't know what those are, anyways. Okay, so there you go. So it doesn't have like a wood holder, but rather foam. Okay, and then red rubber attached to it. So and then you will know what the word is or the sentiment is because it shows like that. Right? So this one's just the night before Christmas, North Pole, right? So those kinds. Okay, look at the container. It has yellowed. And I think if I press, oh, look, it popped out. It actually is ready to get, what do you call that? It's so easy to destroy this one. Okay. Okay, there you go. So this one is very, very old, friends. All right. So we're going to smash this for tonight. So how about you, my friends? Is there any? All right. Do you have tiny stamps? Right? So it doesn't have to be wood, red rubber stamps on wood. Okay. Any small stamps, whether it be, maybe your oldest is just a few months ago, right? So again, our journey are all different. So for whatever it is, take a look at your stash and look for the tiniest stamp that you have. And since it's tiny, you probably have not used it yet, right? So yes, I would love to be sick and stuck in Lala's. Excuse me, Susan. Oh yes, that would be nice, right? So all of us together here. Oh, I would love that. But let's not be sick, right? So let's all be well. Yes, and Vicky says she rarely uses them, right? So that's the thing, especially when I started as a scrapbooker, and that time everything was 9 by 9. I mean 12 by 12, right? So majority. So these tiny stamps are really cute and nice, but rarely was used because all the things that we were doing at that time were quite big. Okay, but now this is actually perfect for planners, right? For creating ephemera and for creating tags, right? So for tonight, what I'm gonna be doing is I want to use this, okay, to create mini, what do you call that? Mini tags, okay? Or mini gift tags, okay? But it's like a mini cards, right? So we will try to create small ones, right? So that it's just perfect. Or another one that I was thinking of doing with these ones is to come up with, I do have this paper that is very, very, this is like a deli paper. So let's say I want to send something to Susan, like a wrapping paper, like a gift tissue paper, right? So instead of, let's say, wrapping it in gift wrapper or something, sometimes I make my own gift wrapper, and this kinds of stamps are just perfect, okay, to use for that. Say for example, you have like this small thank you stamp. Okay, let me just try to focus it. Come on, there you go. So it says thank you, thank you, thank you, right? Again, it's from Hero Arts. All right. So what we can do with it is we can actually use it and come up with see, choices. When you have so many, it's like choices. All right. So let's come up with a wrapping paper, right? Oh, I hope no. Okay, maybe you can stamp on one side like so. All right. Okay, and then you can do another one like here. Maybe ladder like something like that. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect, right? Oh, can you see it? It's too light. Okay, so let's probably come up with okay, a baby wipe so I can clean my stamp. All right, and so I can change the color. That might have been too light. Let's go for purple. I cannot see it in the... I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? I cannot. All right, so let's try. Okay, so there goes your purples. Okay, cannot see it as much as I would have wanted to. But this is one thing that, you could use this tiny stamps, right? So let's add another one of this color. Okay, and then I will show it to you in a bit. Okay, so this is actually a Versacolor. So this is a pigment ink. Now, if you want, you can even heat emboss this if you want to. Okay, but look at what happens. Okay, after. Okay, so I will just go do this some more so that we can kind of wrap something in a bit. All right. Okay. Oh, this blue. I think I didn't use this blue. All right, there you go. All right, so pretend that we have, it's a very mindful, and great mindfulness activity, right? So let's show what it looks like. All right, so you will have your own like wrapping paper with all of the different thank you stamped on it. So let's say I want to give, let's say, what can I give? Okay, maybe this fan to somebody, right? So all I'm going to do now is I could wrap this like this. All right, so there you go. Or maybe a little bit tighter like so. Okay, so there you go. I already have a nice gift wrap. Okay, gift wrapper. Okay, there I just used my tiny stamps. Okay, and I will just use, oh yes, let's use my washies because we have so much washi, right? All right, so there you go. Ta-da! So you have your stamped wrapping paper. It's just very, very faint. My camera. Okay, how about looking at this camera? All right, maybe which camera is that? Okay, this one. Maybe it is better. It will zoom in on it better. Okay, come on, camera. Zoom in on it. Okay. Something's wrong with all my cameras. No one is focusing on anything. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's just... Oops, not me. Do not track me. It's tracking me. Go! Go away! While tracking is off, and then go. No, 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 not my tummy. Okay, there you go. All right, there you go. All right, so there you go. So you could see the different transition of the colors. Okay, with your tiny stamp. This one, by the way, is a stamp foam. Okay, I forgot what it's called. Something about the best stamping foam, something like that. I forgot what, but that was like their byline. That's why I actually got it. And since before I even have like 12 by 12 stamps, so this is actually very big and quite thick. So it's really nice to use for stamping purposes. All right, so let me just go back. Okay, so Yvette said, I love the small stamps when I get them, but I rarely use them. Absolutely, right? Yes, that's a better one, Vicky. Agree. Let's just have a party, crafty party, and everybody is not sick. Okay, so I missed it. Is it tiny stamp day or gift with purchase day? Yes. Okay, either it's a tiny stamp set or it was part of a set or a gift or a freebie, right? So sometimes, right? So if you buy this, wait, there's more because you get this limited edition, very, very tiny, like sentiment or a heart or something like that. All right. So great clarification, Susan. Small stamp day. There you go. Yes, it's too light. Are there any stamp stores in New Jersey? Do you know? Okay, anybody from NJ, from New Jersey? All right, still too light. Let me think on that, Laurie. All right. How many times have I been to New Jersey? Just twice in my lifetime. And I've never been able to actually go shop anywhere there. So I also do not know. Went and grabbed another cup of wow, that is your second cup, my friend. Then promptly spilled a little in my high five, Laurie. It's the same. That's why I cannot put anything that is liquid on my table, even like water for watercolor, because I will definitely nudge it and it's gonna spill. And I have gadgets on my table. Okay, there you go. Susan just sent a link. Thank you, Susan. All right. I have that stamp foam too, said Yvette. Yvette, have you used it? It's actually Christmas, so right? So another thing that you can use for gift wrappers are, your foam stamps. I think we might have a day for that, so I'm not gonna preempt. But we're going to be doing something with the foam stamps in one of the days in the next coming days. Vicky said she's never been to the Eastern. I think the only place I've not been. No, I've not been in a lot of places in the US. Your country is just way, way too big. I think it's in the middle. Right? So I've been in the West, the East, what do you call the part where Florida is? Although it's Eastern time, but it's way down below, right? So that the middle one, the middle plain, yeah, that one I've never been. But probably it would be nice to do like a road trip. I don't know if you guys know Reset Girl, Corey. What's her name? Corey Spiker, right? She's the Reset Girl. When she finally did her reset, okay, the reason why she called herself the Reset Girl, she actually has a line of journaling products. I like her because I resonated with her. Because like me, for once in several years ago, she became a solo parent, and so I resonated with her and her journey on how she didn't finish college and then she became a solo parent. and then she couldn't find a job, and so she decided to work at the same time, go back to school. She finished college. She eventually put up Reset Girl as her brand, and then after that, she met her current husband, and they decided to do, let go of all the, let go of their home, like their physical home, and live in a tiny home. And when they did, so they went around the US, okay, in their tiny home, and they would, wherever they stopped, Corey would, have like retreats and workshops and classes. And I said, wow, that must have been really, really fun. And I think to date, they are still in that tiny, tiny home, right? So anyways, I was just a side note of how did I actually got into that? I have no idea. See, I can go into many tangents. I think about, we were talking about stamping and then I went into that one. Anyway. Oh, you used it a few weeks ago. And Shanna's here. Hi, Shanna. Shanna, actually, I was in Linda's live stream yesterday, and her friend Denise was actually doing so they were both doing a card. They call it a bull crafting. So basically, what it just means is both of them are going to be crafting together. And just like Lynn's and Not Too Shabby, they have a very awesome, like, what they call it, in-show song, right? Anyway, so Denise was doing a card that has this air balloon and very, very tiny letters, very, very tiny stuff, and said, you know what? You remind me of our friend Shanna. Oh, I know Shanna. And everybody in the chat said, oh yes, Shanna, right? So there you go. All right, so Shanna said south. Okay, there. I think, yes, I've never been to either super northern part or southern part. Yes. So hopefully in the future with my kids or my travel buddies. So I've been to a couple central states but never went out of the hotel. So that doesn't really count, Susan. I love traveling. Especially with my kids. And Linda is here saying hi to everybody. Squirrel, there you go. Squirrel. Yeah, that's me. I can go into those, so many of those. I was walking the dog between rain pump. Oh, it's raining. I hope you didn't get wet too much and that you dry up, okay? Linda, so you don't get sick. Okay. What is this one? Great to see you. Wow. I think I got that. Great to see you. Right, Linda? Okay. Dogs, not one. Oh, several dogs. Oh, wow. Okay. Remember, careful, Linda. Your arm. All right. So you're still recovering. Still. Okay. Thank you so much. Squirrel, said Linda. All right. Okay. So let's go and let's start. Okay, I said I'm gonna work with these stamps. See, I'm gonna create different. The reason I bought this because I said it's so cute, right? So I can choose whatever vase I want, and then I can create, my own like set of, plants. And then I will put this, right, and then I will stamp whatever like flower I want. See, you have this kinds of, different kinds of flowers that I could choose from. For the life of me, I don't know. I have two. This is supposed to be a set, but why do I have two? Okay, and there's also two of this one. Did it come with twos? I have no idea. All right. So anyways, let's try to get that. Okay. And on top of these, I decided that another thing, I'm not sure if I checked if I do have an episode where we will work with, okay, there you go. With something, these are the doubles. Like this one, right? So that's our perfect solid stamps that can be perfect for like backgrounds. This one I've used in the past. This one I'm not sure. Yeah, I think so. It's also, it looks used, right? So before we do that, so I want to create several tiny cards. Okay, like gift tag cards, and then I will finish it off with, some sentiments like hello with smiles. Oh, can't read. Okay. Keep in touch. Lots of love, hugs, friends always, just because, right? So some of this, very, very tiny, tiny sentiments that I have. So that is my plan for today. How about you, my dear friends? What are you planning to do with those free stamps? Okay, tiny stamps that you got for free as part of maybe a product that you bought in the past, or it's really part of, say, a collection. Okay, let me see. What do I want? Do I want a 3x3? All right. So let's do a 3x6. All right. So let's do a 6 by 3. So we will make like a 3x3 card. Okay. So let's make several of that. Okay. I have not prepared anything, my friends. I what do you call this? I actually did a bit of catching up on my shorts, so I did create a lot of shorts and some, DT projects that needs to be done for the month of September. And some Happy Meal actually arrived, so I have yet to film it as well. Filming, doing videos, editing, it's really something I struggle with. That's why I said for Stash Timber, I'm not supposed to go live every day for this one. That was not the intent. But for Stash Timber, it could be just a photo, a short. Okay, but every now and then probably I would go live, but I realized it's just way easier to just go live and do it, right? No editing needed. Okay, and then I can even talk to you guys. So this is just the easiest way I feel, to create things. Okay, so let's probably do like a dozen. Okay, and then let me see with this one. Okay, what can I do with some of these? Can I still create? Yeah. All right, so let's put all the things that like the same so that I could use them for future projects. Okay, so could I do a 2x2, a 2x4? Is this a 2x4? Oh no, it's only an. Okay, so that's gonna be a 1.5x3. Okay, probably could do that so that I can have like tiny, really, really tiny gift tags, right? So as the holiday is almost here, okay, so we always need something to go with our gifts this coming holiday season. So might as well use up those, other cuts and prepare them for, since we're already preparing our 3x6, let's prepare also our 1.5x3, right? So it's like hitting two birds with one stone, so to speak, right? All right. Okay, there you go. See? Okay. Sorry, friends, if this might feel like, oh, this is a waste of time. Okay, I hope. Okay, that sometimes I find it relaxing to watch people craft. All right, I think this is the last one for the 3x3. Okay, let me see. How many have I already done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. Now we have a dozen of that. And then we will just cut this into 6. Into 6. And then we will score. And then after scoring, so if you want to see some of our friends who actually are going also are doing the challenge, so you have Amy, all right, of Creativity Playground on Instagram. And of course, we also have Whimsical Thoughts, okay, My Cat and Crafts. Okay, so far they are the only ones I know who are actually working with the challenge. Of course, the least is gonna be here. Okay, Stamper Girl, this coming Tuesday. Yes, she was here yesterday, and I messaged her immediately after the show yesterday, and we decided on going live together this Tuesday. Now, if any of you, okay, would like to try, okay, going live, maybe you have never tried going live with somebody, or you have never tried going live for whatever, and you just want to test it out, okay, message me and I'll bring you in, right? So I can help you as well, if it's something that you probably want to do in the future. Because I know that most crafters, we prefer doing edited videos, right? But I tell you, my friends, live stream is way, way, way easy. Okay, except if you are a very perfectionist person, then that this could be a great way for you to let go of the perfectionism, because really live streaming, you cannot expect perfection, because there is always something that can and will happen that you are not going to be in control of, and you have to be okay with it. All right, so let me see. Oh, I see something. Okay, about a surgery of some sort. I'm so way behind. Hold on. Okay, let me see the dogs. Yes. Okay, I got that. All right, so Linda said, I use my good shoulder to hold 3 on the leash. Okay, that's great, Linda. Just make sure, okay, be careful. Yes, these are cute, right? Did you have surgery, Linda? Yes, I think she did. Right? So she has to be really careful. Yes. So it's very recent that she's actually been able to stand up. Yes, it wasn't fun. This year hasn't been a very nice one, but by God's amazing grace, one step at a time, Linda. Okay, big hugs, my friend. I'm having a rotary cuff surgery Tuesday. Would appreciate prayers. Thank you for reminding us, Vicky. So our episode for Tuesday, we will dedicate to you. All right. And then when you get out of surgery and you're well enough to actually watch, then hopefully you will be able to see that. All right. So we will dedicate this Tuesday's episode to dear Vicky. All right. So please include Vicky from now till Tuesday. Okay, for her surgery, because definitely preparations for surgery takes a little bit of several days, right? So Take care, Vicky. Don't do anything, don't go on bungee jumping. Just kidding, my friend. Okay, kidding aside, take care, all right? Yes. So Linda said, I will be Vicky. The rehab is the hard part. You have to make yourself move it. Oh my. This is never a waste of time. I love spending time with my crafty friend. Oh, thanks, Yvette. Same, same. Yes, Laurie, thank you so much. And also, please include Laurie as well in your prayer. She's still, going through a rough patch in terms of her health as well. So I think, we are in that stage in our life, most of us, right? So we really need to be careful. Careful. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me make that bigger. Okay, so Vicky said not being able to craft is going to be the hard part. I've made several videos to put up while recuperating. Don't want to lose momentum. Yes, right. So actually, Vicky, since she started only several months back, my friends, but she has been very consistent in putting up videos. So while she's recuperating and probably will not be able to film videos, okay, this is our way that we can help Vicky is to go through their playlist, go through her videos. You can absolutely, play those videos while you're working, in the car or something, whether on your phone or on your laptop, and that would help. Right? So as long as people keep on watching, whether it be on replay, that's absolutely fine. All right? So that's what we're going to do for you, Vicky. All right. I had terrible craft withdrawals after my carpal. Oh, yes, I remember. Oh my gosh. Yvette is such a trooper. She even had I think one of those days that she had to do a live stream with us, for Kendra's Card Challenge. And we know that she was in so much pain and, she really couldn't move her hands as much. But she still was able to do the videos that she needed to do as part of design teams, hops that were needed. She's really super duper inspiring. Yes, but we did know that she had to go through, I think twice, Yvette. Was it twice? Yes, so same here, Yvette. Me too. Because I don't like editing. No, exactly. High five, my friend. It's like, all right, so after the editing, after the filming, you have to edit. After editing, you have to put the voiceover, right? So I prefer it this way. Oh, many mistakes, doesn't matter. Okay, Vicky said she broke her right arm in 2020. And your right hand, absolutely, that's going to be hard. This time I'll be able to use my right arm. Okay, so for whatever it is, any operation is still, there are always risks. And so prayers, my friends, okay, for dear Vicky and for everybody who is actually, going through something. It would be an awesome thing for everybody to include them in our daily prayers in the next coming days. I'm coloring as I watch today. Awesome. So Shanna is actually one of our dear friends who only started live streaming earlier this year. But now she's such a pro. Either earlier this year or last quarter of last year. For whatever it is, I think last quarter of last year, now she's such a pro. Right? So when you say, I can't do it. No, look up to, the crafters in our community who actually are smashing it and doing it. And on top of that, she's able to create content on an almost daily basis. Even when she goes on vacation, she batch produces, and so that she can take that vacation and rest and still have a video, up there. Right? So she just smashed one of her, a new milestone. Okay, the 2,500, I think, or 2,000 milestone. So on to the next one. Right? So there you go. Yes, please pray also for Lori. Little over a month. Okay, there you go. That is inspiring, Yvette. It is. Only one surgery. I think she actually needed to do both, but after what happened to the first one, she said, no, I don't want anymore because it is actually worse than before the surgery. So she decided not to do the other one anymore. Right? Jana is a total pro. Absolutely. I don't know how she does a video every single day. And I think this is her second year or third year of doing it. And I think if you are a crafty person and you actually this time want to just do videos, put up a YouTube video, because what is the biggest second biggest depository of information out there. So this is something that maybe you don't want. It's not for the money, it's not for anything, it's for the memories, right? So it's like, and as well as being of a certain age doesn't mean that you don't, you've stopped learning. Actually, one of the reasons I love doing this is because it's very encouraging. It's like, oh my, who would know that at my age I'd learn to do this and that, right? So it's very, very exciting. It keeps my mind active. It constantly gives me a bit of a joy to be able to learn new things, meet people from all over the globe, right? So if it is something that you would want to do as well, go and look at the journey of our other friends, right? So if you do it daily, excuse me, no, by the time you know it, you actually are so good at it because you've experienced all. Okay, there you go, 2,500, right? 2,500 in the span of less than a year. Um, I think yes, the 1,500 Shanna got, okay, in a span of less than a year, right? So that is an amazing feat, my friends. And she takes care of her grandbabies. Yes, yes, every day. Okay, almost. Okay, I'm always learning new things. Keeps me young. Exactly, right? So again, if this is something that you want to, learn how to do, send me a message. I'm sure some of our friends here are actually doing this already, would be more than happy to help you with it. Huh? Oh, okay. So yes, sorry guys. I was like my nanny and Sam suddenly like we're talking. So I said, "What's happening?" Okay. So, yeah. So congratulations, Shanna. That is not an easy thing to do, but it is doable, right? And and Shanna has proven that it is doable, right? So again, congratulations, my friend. Sorry. Thank you so much. See, I am so grateful to our You're on Mute team. I should have a shirt that says I'm on mute because of the many times I actually do this. I keep on forgetting to. Because when I'm coughing, I would mute myself and then I would forget to unmute myself. Okay, so sometimes I just don't mute anymore because I keep on forgetting to unmute. Exactly. So there you go. It's like I should have, okay, I'll create one for channel members. Okay, something like you're on mute. Okay, so that when I'm muted, all of you is like, do that. That's like, you know, what do you call that? Those emojis. Muted, 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 muted. Yes, I was like, oh, when I change, let me change. Let me see the others. Okay, so this one has audio, 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 audio. Okay, so that was the only one that didn't have audio. All right, great. Great. Okay, now we don't have video. Okay, there you go. Okay, okay. Okay, so there are so many of us. Okay, so maybe one of these days we should share okay the next milestone that you guys want. Okay, and let's help out with that. I actually need I've been stuck on 10.7 for several months now because remember, almost for 3 months, I didn't do any content. Rarely went live because I was so busy in my center. And then that's why I did an everyday in August to catch up because I've been away for a very long time. All right. So if you could, absolutely, share. All right. So we can get those, I think, 200 something subscribers I need to actually go for the 10.8. Right? And of course, don't forget to hit that like button, my friend, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. All right. So let's do this one. So this one normally, since it's going to be at the background, I want it to just be light. Okay. So a nice thing about Lawn Fawn and Altenew is they came out with, with the lines where it's from the lightest down to the darkest, right? So it's easy for us to. And then when it comes to Gina K, I like Gina K's colors, right? So they're kind of unique. So that's why I also like Gina K. So as you see, I don't. Most of my ink pens are actually the tiny ones because they're cheaper, and I do have that completionist stance. I love to collect or to have like a complete set of whatever, right? So anyways, so there you go. All right, okay, there you go. So let's do one of the pink. Okay, and then let me go grab my, okay. All right, okay, and then where is my, okay. Hold on, I'm here. I'm just getting my stamp scrubber. Okay, so that, okay, after, okay, I will just have to remove all of this on this side of the table so that I can use it. Okay, for my scrubber. All right, so I can easily ink it with another light ink. Okay, so this now is my mist. So that before I move on to the next one, okay, that it has actually dried up. I don't think this is light. It looked. Okay, so we should swatch this. I've never swatched this ink. Okay. Right. So again, the nice thing is that I'm using this foam. Really, it's for stamping. It's a little bit thicker. Okay. And it's, a little hard, but not too much. Okay. So it's the best. Okay. And then I have my, my stamp cleaner over there. So that's more for temporary cleaning. Okay. This one is Dewdrop. Okay, so what we're doing is just basically, so I will stamp everything. This is going to be a very, very flat card. So everything will be stamped. Okay, because our intent is to, okay, so it's a little different, right? So this is more on the blue. This is more on the green. All right, so there you go. This is too dark. Okay, that's the Tide Blue. Okay, so let's go grab another set. Let's go for yellow. Okay, so let's use, this is buttercream. Okay, again, we're still in the Avenue line. Okay, the nice thing about this image or this stamp is that it's a background stamp. Okay, but it really isn't meant to be perfect. It's like a blob of, something. And it's going to be, a perfect, let's say if you want to do, to prepare a gift for somebody, this would be a nice, like you can create like a set of note cards, right? That would be great. Then let's do frayed leaf. Okay, so let's do frayed leaf. You're eating, Sam? Okay, is that dinner? Okay, good. And then don't forget to drink your paracetamol. Oh, this is too dark, though. Okay. And then let's do morning frost. So I do clean my stamp in between, friends, okay? So make sure that you do so, okay? Because especially if you're mixing up like pigment with dye, make sure that you clean it. Absolutely. Okay, there you go. Before you stamp on the next color. Alright, so I'm just going through all the Altenew that I have. Okay, let's go for Frosty Pink. Have I done Frosty Pink? I did Rose Quartz. Okay, let's see. If this is darker pink or lighter. Alright. So anyway, I'm just gonna do 12. 12 because they're all very light. That's very, very light. Okay. Because since they're very small, so I said, okay, so we can a little bit more. This kind of green. This green and bamboo. Okay, so 2 greens. All right. So therefore it's like this. Then this is the green. All right. Oh, nice. What's that, bamboo? Yeah, and now that do the minty green. I hope it's not the same. Okay, I forgot if that was the bamboo or that was the minty green. Ah, it's different. Woohoo! All right. You know how it is. My memory is like that. An instant, I forget. Go for this Lawn Fawn Moonstone. It's very, very faint. All right. So maybe let's do. Oh, but this is rectangular. No worries. Let's try this rectangular one. Oops. What happened? Okay. Maybe I moved too fast. Okay, this is quite a big one. I'm not sure if I can stamp this perfectly. I'm going to try. And the rubber has, I'm not sure if it's still okay. Mm. All right, so this is this one. Okay. Bye, Lori. Oh, Vicky also. Start resting, Vicky. Okay. So I'm coughing, Sam's coughing. We're both coughing. Okay, let's try this yellow. Do you like the circle or the rectangular one? I think I like the circular one. But then again, oh, what's that? Oh, okay, and then so that was a Gina King. Maybe oh, this one. Um, I don't know what this one is, but it looks kind of peachy. All right, and then we're gonna stamp our. The thing though, since I stamped in the background with, I like it because it looks like there's a watercolor feel to it, right? So, but then, how about the flowers now? All right, since the background has, okay, has a so I've stamps. Now, the dilemma would be okay. So let's just let it dry first, and let's start with both. Everything is already dry. Okay, so that's more or less that. Pinks, blues, okay, yellow, gray. All right, so these are the circles. All right, so let's practice this one first. Let's grab some scratch and let's check. All right, so let's go grab some black ink. Okay, since I'm not gonna be heat embossing, I planned to, but realized na. Okay, let's just do very simple. Okay, stamping today. So this is a VersaFine. Okay, so a VersaFine Onyx Black. I find that this ink, especially for sentiments and come on. Woohoo. It ain't working. It doesn't want to follow me. All right, so All right, great. That one stamp, nice. Okay, how about this? That one too. How about this? All right, great. Okay, how about our leaves? Okay, great. That's great as well. Awesome. All right, so let's try some of the flowers. All right, so we've seen that they actually are still perfectly okay. Ano yun, Day? Bakit? Ayaw niya? Ang alin? Oo, that's for all. Every 4 hours, Sam. So you have to alarm. Whether you're sleeping, you have to wake up. That has to be every 4 hours. All right, so we're testing all of our flowers. So far, they are all looking perfectly. Excuse me. This one, oh, that's also cute. Excuse me, my friends. Pardon me. Ah! See that? Did you see that? Okay, let me clean my mess. It's okay. Oh no, that's gonna stay. Well, anyways, let me remove all my. Okay, I just want to see. So it's like we're swatching our flowers. Finally, this tiny stamp set. Oh, this is actually another stem. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 stems. And then flower buds. We have several options. Okay, so we probably can do like maybe a combination of several in a card. Okay, and then this one. There you go. Okay. All right, so these are all the ones that we have. All right, so now let's put them in our card. Let's start with this one. Okay, so hold on, my friends. Okay. All right, okay. All right, let's see. To see is to believe. All right. All right, so that's our pot. Okay, and then we'll add a M. All right. And then we will add a flower. Okay, this one. That's so funny. Look. Where is it? It is at the end of one of the leaves. Anyway, that's fine. All right, so let's try another. Okay. Okay, so this one. All right, and then let's use a different. Okay, one. It's hard though, because this is not a, it's not something that we can see exactly and know where it's gonna end up. Right. Oh, that's nice. Okay, there you go. See, this is a great. I like this, right? So I like that, this gift card can open it this way. This one can open up on that side. So it's up to you. Okay, where you want it to go. Okay, and then if you want it only maybe just one, okay, one stem, or you want it several. Okay, and then let's do maybe this one. Awesome. Right? So, oh, I love this. I am so loving this, my friend. Okay. How about, oh, I think I did this already. So we have one, two, three. Do I only have 3 pots? I know I have another one. Let me see. So I did that. I did this. I did this. What is the other one? Where's the other one? Do we only have 3? 1, 2. Oh, yeah, we only have 3. We do only have 3 pots. Okay, but which of the stems have we not used yet? Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so what have I not used? Okay, this one. Ta-da! How are you, my friends in the chat? Okay, let's use this one instead. Great. I love this. I love that. Okay, let's do this one. Flower. All right. So we have 2, 4, 5. We have 5 already, my friends. So we have 2 of that vase. We have 2 of this. Okay, let's make this into a 3. Excuse me. Okay, and then some. Maybe, and if it's not like it didn't fall at exactly at the edge, you can just, oh, this is perfect. You can just add like maybe a pen or something. Okay. And I love that this doesn't have to be like perfect. Perfection is not key. Okay. Having fun is. All right. So let us have fun. Oh my goodness. I am having so much fun, my friends. Oh, this one. Okay, so 4 more. 4 more, and then we're off to our sentiments. Let me see. There's 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. So 1 of each. Okay. So maybe we can do for the rectangulars. How about doing something like that? Let's just try. Okay, and maybe this one is just 1. All right, and then this one would be 1. Okay, and maybe here we'll have... Oh my gosh! I was like, I didn't even ink that. Did you see? I was like, oh my goodness. Whew! Whew! All right. All right, let's go for the stems now. All right, so okay, and then let's get another stem. They do look the same. All right, so those two stems look very similar. Okay, so let's do this one. All right. Okay, and then, okay. Where's the other one? No, this one. Okay. All right. Now let's do. Okay, so this one doesn't have a flower. This one. So we have how many that doesn't have flowers? Okay, so all of these do not have flowers yet. Okay, so we will put flowers on them. Perfect. Love that. Do we have this flower already? Not yet. Okay. Okay, how about this one? Oh, nice. Like it. So let's put something similar over here. Yay! Okay. Let me see. Great. And last but not the least, let's make it really different from this one. What could it be? Yeah, let's do an outline flower. All right. We have finished. Okay, with the stamping of all the flowers, of all the cards. Okay, so now we just need to put our sentiment. Okay, let me now. Okay, so I want to do thanks. If I'm not lazy, but I'm very lazy. Okay, hold on. Maybe we will. Let's match it with the background. All right. So, how about let's match the thanks? Okay, with whatever is. Okay, let me just have a. All right, there you go. So this is the thanks. Okay, so it's a very, you always, saying thanks is something that we can always do no matter what occasion, right? So, thanks. All right, so. Okay. And then let's clean that up and try one more. Let's do it in a circular stamp. And I hope you like it. Okay, let's do a little bit darker. Alright, so do it onto this one. Okay, this is it, pansit. Okay, this is it. Thanks. Love it. All right. Okay. Okay, one more. One more. Let's have like a pink. Okay, for thanks. Okay, and then we'll change sentiments. So we are using up all different kinds of tiny stamps. Oh, that's cute. right? So these are three thanks gift tags. All right. And then this is one that's just a plain one you can put inside, an envelope. See, this one that we've cut, it's not going to go to waste. Everything, you can even have like something like this and probably, have come up with, a note card, a note of some sort. Okay, let's try this kind of stamps. All right, so we did three, that's thanks. Okay, so let's clean this up. Okay, and okay. Let us try this one. Okay, just because. Okay, so where will you put just because? Okay, let's do a black one first. Okay, so where's the cover? Oh my goodness. Where did I put the cover, my friends? Did you by any chance see where I placed the cover for this stamp? Yoo-hoo! Where are you, cover? There you go. So this is orange. Yes, this is the lawn fawn. Woo! All right, Lala. Okay, so let's do this one. Okay, let's do this in black first, okay? So just because. All right, so let's try this one first. Okay, and see how it's gonna look like. Oh, very nice. Just because. Oh, Yvette also had to say goodbye. Bye, Yvette. Gotta make myself something to eat. Yes. Oh, I would be interested to know what Yvette's gonna have. Okay, or is gonna make today. Change of plan for stamps for me. I need to get some VersaFine. The MFT stamp I'm using has teeny tiny words and they are just a blur right now. Oh, okay. Don't worry. Go ahead. Go for it. Yes, like what I did a while ago. My gift wrapper. It was very, very faint, right? So just because. All right. So let's. Where will we put the just because? Maybe for me, let's put it somewhere here. Oh, how cute is that? Oh my goodness. See, this is in. Oh, we forgot to put a flower over there. This is the intent of, stash timber for us to just really have fun. Have fun with our stash, okay? So we do have several sentiments. So let's not try only just because. Okay, but I need to clean it up. Okay, I might forget. Okay. All right, so let's say hello with smiles. All right, so this is hello with smiles. All right, so probably. Ah, not perfect, but it's okay. I will try to remedy that. What will I use? Let's remedy the letter S. Did I ruin it? Ta-da! Okay, come on. There you go. See? You're able to salvage it. All right. Okay, so we did hello with smiles from the heart. Okay, so let's do from the heart. Making sure that it's really very wet. Perfect! From the heart. Okay. Okay. Next one. Friends always. Friends always. All right. So you go. This is just so much fun, friends. All right, just a little bit more. Lots of hugs. See? I've never used these sentiments ever. So I'm very happy that I actually am able to use up a lot of tiny stamps today. Finally, they got used. Okay. My hands are very dirty. All right. Keep in touch. Keep in touch. There you go. Keep in touch. Okay, so we have three more. Three more, friends, and then we're done with all our stamps. It's just gonna be cleanup time for me after this one. Okay, as I have not really cleaned everything very well. Okay, so the others are actually quite big. I feel that it's too big. So I think I cannot. So we have to reuse some of our, stamps. Okay. Maybe let's do again. Keep in touch. All right. There you go. Excuse me. Lots of hugs. Okay, lots of hugs. Okay, and our last would be what sentiment? From the heart? Did we do from the heart? Yep. From the heart. There you go. Perfect. Okay, let me just clean my hands before I actually go back to our cards. Where's my okay. My tissue? Okay, and then if you want, you can actually add a little bit of, faux gems onto that one. Okay, let me see if I have some over here beside me. Okay. This one's the nice. Okay, so they are actually all right, so let's just close this. Okay, and remove all the stamps away from me so I don't accidentally touch them. All right, and let's try this. Okay, rubber mat just to make sure. All right. Okay. So we have here the greens, the yellow, the blue. These are the pink, yellow, pink. How many? 3, 6, 9, 12. All right. And then we will just add some faux gems onto it. And that will be it. Yes, they're so cute, right? So, friends, oh my goodness. And the nice thing about this one, it is so easy to do. We can go we can create so many, probably, create a gift set. Maybe you can give out maybe 6 in a box or maybe a dozen even because you can do this while watching TV, watching some of our friends actually work with something, right? So since this is okay, so probably we can just to test it out. Okay, Grab one. Ta-da! Right, so we can probably add one here, one there. My goodness. Thanks. Right? So okay. All right. So, and this is black. And then we have yellow. In touch. Let's do some yellow. Do you know the story of this whole gems, friends? Okay. So this one's actually you can buy probably on Amazon as well. So I bought it locally in our similar to what Amazon is in your case. So it was gonna be cheaper if I actually um buy them like all the colors are mixed together. So I said, "Oh, okay, that's fine because I can always separate them." Ha. That's what I thought. And then when I started doing it, it was like it took me like a day to actually separate them. So I said, I would rather pay the extra one so that it comes to me, okay, by color, rather than me, okay, saving a little bit and then I have to waste all the time, okay, my whole day trying to just separate, the different colors. So, anyways, so that was what happened to me. Sometimes I don't know. We make the silliest of decisions. Because I thought, I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna enjoy, separating them, putting them aside, so I can come up with all the colors I need. Huh? Several hours later, it's like, and then my son, I think, or was it Sammy, suddenly like went to me and then accidentally like bumped the stuff, and then they all got mixed up again. It was like, oh, I had to start again. Oh my goodness. And that's the story behind this. That's why it's not perfect. Right? So some are still mixed with the others. All right. So there. I'm just trying to some stuff. Okay, so we're done with this, with that, with this. So these are the only ones left. Okay. We're almost there. Okay, so that's done as well. So we're here. I'm just trying to get it perfect. What we have. Okay, so thanks. Okay. I think I'm off. There you go. All right. So just how many more? All right. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Let me check what are the colors that we have here. Because they're all mixed up. I'm trying to figure out what goes with what so that it's easier to grab. Okay, so I see this. All right. Okay, so the blues. All right. 3 more. We're done. Just 3 more, my friends. I'm just trying to look. Okay. Can't find nice match. Let's look for the yellow ones over here. Do you see the dilemma I had to go through, my friends, trying to make this thing work? I mean, the faux gems. But I love what we did with this tiny stamp episode. They're very cute. And I think I will not keep this just yet. I'll probably work with this again tomorrow. I want to make some more. They're very cute. Okay, this would be a great... I'll probably create sets and then put them in boxes. These are going to be a great, gift. Okay, that last but not the least. Okay. It's like the last but not the least. Okay, I'm thinking of the least right now. How is my friend? Week. All right, so there you go. Let's work with this. All right, come on. Grabbing that and grabbing this one. Ta-da! Okay. Okay, let me just grab this and put them back over here. If ever I decide to arrange this again because they all got mixed up. When this fell, it said, oh my goodness, after almost a whole day of trying to separate them. All right. Let's go through all our cards. Okay, so let me just put them more or less the same colors. Okay, so the greens, the yellows, okay, the pinks. Okay, so this is the yellow. This is the pink, the blues. Okay, and then this and this. All right. Okay, so that it will be flat. Where's my temporary adhesive? Okay. there. Can't find it. Okay. Where is it? Okay, there you go. Okay, so let's just grab some washi. Okay, and put that like so. Temporarily, because I can find my temporary what do you call that? Roller glue. Okay. So I hope that everybody, I don't know if everybody or anybody is still out there. All right. So I'm just going to try so that it's flat. Okay, because it's opening up because it's a gift tag. All right. So there you go. Okay, so maybe we will remove this already because we're done stamping. So it's nicer. All right, so you have a nicer back. Bye, Laurie. Have a good day. I'm sorry I missed your goodbye. I hope you also have a great rest of the day, my friend. It's a Friday. Oh my gosh, is Dawn and T live? Because normally they go live at this time. All right, I'm gonna finish so I can hopefully hop on to their live still. Right, so it's a Friday, so I know that it's their time to go live. Okay, so I have to finish this up so I can just show you our finished cards, mini gift cards. Okay, so sometimes when you don't have any plans, anything prepared, sometimes it actually is nicer. It's a nicer price than what you can come up with. So again, I hope that you could share whatever it is you will be doing with some of those freebie stamps. Right? So because sometimes it's a freebie, it's just tiny. Excuse me again. All right. Okay. So for this one, okay, so again, we use all this set of Hero Arts, okay, mini. All right. So you have a pot and then you have your stem and then you have your flower like so. Right? So we just mix and match and came up with all of these, 12 mini gift tags, right? So this is okay, so this is thanks. Right? So we just use this thanks stamp. All right? And then we all use the background stamp. Okay, so for the background, we just use, again, these are all also Hero Arts. Okay, so this background stamp that would look like, watercolor. So I did that, okay, on the rectangular one and the circular one. Okay, and just mix and match, the pots and the flowers and the leaves. And of course, the sentiments, right? So there you have lots of hugs. Okay, and then here you have from the heart, friends always. Okay, and this is keep in touch, and then another from the heart. Okay, and then okay, so we have keep in touch, lots of hugs. And finally, last but not the least, we tried, putting 3 pots in one because it's a rectangular one, and hello with smiles. So that's it. All right, so that's it, my friends, for today. I hope that you have loved this one. Okay, so for tomorrow, what is going to be our prompt? It's going to be day number 5. It's word art. Okay, so pull out a sentiment set. Okay, you haven't cracked open yet. Or if you have none, you've actually used already. Okay, maybe choose the one that you have least. Okay, the one that you have used the least. All right. So either you've never used it or the one you have never, or the one you have used the least. All right. So that's going to be for day number 5. Again, if you want to join us, simply put hashtag StashTember, hashtag StashTember 2025 in your post so that we can actually find and see it. Hi, Caroline. Caroline, we just finished, right? So being retired does that to me. Oh, which one? Okay. I was digging through a box and making too much noise. It is, or am I off? Okay, hold on. Wait. I'm here just clearing up my room. Okay, so what was the question, Susan? I was. Oh. I think the question or the prompt for tomorrow. Right, so thank you as well, Susan. Not your make it tomorrow, heading to. Yes, I know it's a weekend, and it's probably a lot of you are gonna be off somewhere, and that is absolutely fine, right? So no worries. Remember, my friend, Caroline is actually, she did a bit of she rested from content creation for a while on the much needed vacation, and she's back, and she's going to be doing Halloween theme projects pretty soon. And I think this weekend is gonna be there's gonna be one this weekend, right, Caroline? Can you start again? Of course. All right, day one, as I said, you can, jump in whenever. There is no perfect like time to start, but when you want to start, right? If ever you do want to start, okay? So again, I thank you so much, my friends, for joining me. You are all super awesome. Congratulations, Yvette, and I thank the Lord for a very wonderful news that everything is well. Enjoy the weekend, friends. Have some me time. Go out into the sun, right? Okay, and of course, please include dear Vicky in our prayers, okay, specifically on Tuesday as she goes into rotary cuff surgery. I forgot what it's called, but at any rate, okay, please, for the success of the surgery and for everyone who is under the weather, okay, I pray that you all feel better soon and enjoy the weekend and have a great rest of the day. So again, see you tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not yet subscribed to the channel. And yes, please do share. Sharing is caring. And don't forget to hit that like button and that notification bell so you always get notified whenever I do have a live stream on. Of course, thank you to the team. Okay, you're on mute. Okay, I can't find it right now, but it's somewhere here. All right. So again, thank you so much. Okay, and Caroline put out one yesterday. Okay, I didn't see it, but I'll check it out. Thank you so much, Caroline. All right, bye-bye, friends. See you tomorrow.